carry.
Let's do Should We Stop Islam? It's another one of these guys against.
Oh, is this the woman who claimed that the hashtag Stop Islam was worse than the Brussels
It is
attack?
almost 1 in the morning.
She didn't make a video.
No, it's this creature.
Yeah, we missed this guy last time. We've done one of these guys who was anti hashtag Stop Islam.
It's like Igor mated with Justin Bieber.
There's going to be some ad hominems coming out right here, I can just tell.
It's always nice to hear a very clearly gay man defend Islam.
I'm an awful person.
Right. He would be tossed off a roof so quick. Like,
it's true.
Get your faggot ass off this roof.
Oh yeah, to the gaming guy who keeps messaging me, I finally tried Milo Tosser. I finally played Milo Tosser. It is a video game where you toss Milo Yiannopoulos off a roof as ISIS, and it's actually very fun.
Yeah, Riff Raff Games.
Yeah, Riff Raff Games. Shout out.
Nice.
It is almost 1 in the morning.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here on my bed filming this video. You can either call that dedication or insomnia, but either way...
I call you the same thing I call the crazy feminist lady. Lazy and too lazy to use an editor, yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
Too lazy to even get, like, a tripod.
I'm just going to hold my iPhone, and I'm going to make this totally sweet video, and it's going to go viral, and I'm going to show those people who want to stop Islam that they're just mean bigots.
Fabulous!
Meanie bigot heads.
Here we are. I want to talk today about something that's...
And he's Canadian.
Canada!
Oh, dude, yeah, we all got it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
pretty important to me. And if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, then you've already seen me post about this, so apologies for the repetition here.
But, you know, he has one point he's going to hammer constantly.
Yeah, but he's not going to apologize for that repetition.
Following the Brussels attacks that happened a few days ago, there was a hashtag that went around Twitter that was hashtag Stop Islam, and of course I clicked on it to see what racism would unfold.
What racism would unfold?
Already.
No. The initial terror attacks, those aren't really an issue. The racism, the anti-social justice, the social injustice that's going on here. My God.
He immediately assumes racism when it's calling to stop a religion.
He's not calling out the fucking Islamist who killed the people. He's worried about the anti-Muslim big.
I mean, that was the response from this community. They cared more about this hashtag than the actual attacks. And that's just sickening.
Tell him to take his Christmas lights down.
Oh, yeah, no, they're decorative.
I need some lighting in my video, guys.
And what xenophobia would unfold in front of my eyes. Unfortunately, I saw some of the worst racism, xenophobia, bigotry, discrimination that I've ever seen in my life.
Well, then,
I wonder if he saw
your
mine.
goddamn soft guitar.
Yeah, well, then you must concede that you haven't experienced a lot of bigotry as a homosexual in the West, then, right? Because it's the worst you've ever seen, and it was online bigotry, so...
The worst bigotry and oppression I ever saw on Twitter? Yeah.
He's lived a very sheltered life.
No shit.
No, he's seen a lot of hardships, dude. You have no idea.
Yeah,
this guy,
that hat tells you.
hard.
That hat tells you he's seen a lot of hardships.
It's true, his Tommy Bahama khakis are really filled with pain and suffering.
I mean, to be honest, you can compare it to an anti-gay YouTube video comment, so you can imagine what it was like. It angered me, you know, because I really obviously am somebody who stands against judging people based on their religious ideologies, and not even just that,
well,
but...
that's really stupid.
I would love...
I really hate that this guy has the same voice and hair color as my dungeon master.
I would actually love for him to have a video where he also gets confronted by like a priest, like a Christian priest, one of those anti-gay Christian priests, because these guys usually lose it on them. And they scream about
Oh yeah, no. I would say he would go the opposite route. I would say he would break down, because these people, they have no idea how to deal with actual bigots. The very concept that they're around one will make them run in terror, because they are used to using this boogeyman to get what they want, to the point where they actually believe in the genuine threat of the boogeyman. I have told someone that I'm listening to Louder with Crowder, which is a comedian, and he's right wing.
Right wing, yeah.
And as soon as I say right wing, they get like this nervous twitch, like they're going to die if they stay near me.
You know, it's funny that he referenced it reminds me of anti-gay YouTube comments. But, so, in that line of thinking, aren't you more bothered by the anti-gay rhetoric in the Muslim world? Those two things are not even comparable. I contributed a lot of tweets to the Stop Islam hashtag, and it was all like, hashtag Stop Islam because I don't stand bigotry or misogyny or homophobia, because I think we should grow up and not believe in flying donkeys. Shit like that. I'm sure some people said racist stuff, but the people that I primarily saw using this hashtag were in our community. People who were making rational arguments against it.
Yeah.
Making assumptions about a massive group of people because of misguided understandings that we have about a particular religious ideology. You know, and so for
yeah, I think you're the misguided one here.
I like the fact that this guy is going to say, you know what, you guys just need some education. You're also misguided. I will walk you through Islam.
You silly guys. You silly misguided.
Is Canada taking in refugees?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they're getting all the terrorists.
Oh yeah, they're getting all the terrorists.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, Canada really is getting all the terrorists. The ironic thing is that I actually think where I live, Houston, it's just diverse enough and actually just welcoming enough, along with the extremely harsh vetting processes, that we are just going to get friends from the Middle East, and they are going to get all the terrorists.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Trudeau loves them.
Trudeau does love terrorists. He does handstands for them. While complaining about what year it is.
See outrageous comments like all Muslims are bad. I am personally offended on behalf of some of my closest friends.
I like that that's the outrageous comment.
I've never
right there.
I've never heard anybody say all Muslims are bad. I don't know where they get this from.
Yeah, let's quote this guy here really quick. I feel bad on behalf. I feel offended on behalf of the other person. And this is actually something that worried me heavily, because this was a big part in 2004 of Barack Obama's big convincing speech where he says, I am my brother's keeper. Well, no, that's really creepy. That's actually a very disturbing authoritarian concept called Big Brother. And what this guy is doing is no different. It's sickening to the core, really, when you hear, I am offended on behalf of, because really what it means is I'm taking something where there may have been just a minimal problem or no problem at all, and I am turning it into my own personal strife so that I can take some kind of action that previously would not be needed.
What's funny to me is that, and by the way, no one says all Muslims are bad, but even if someone's saying that, like, really, that is what triggered you. That was like this super outrageous, racist statement. I could find much worse on the internet. People who are using this hashtag were not saying that. It's just completely ridiculous.
Atheist MILF is tweeting me, I enjoy your diversity. You are both white and black. I don't like how your black is sad and white is happy. Hashtag Russian V privilege.
Awesome.
I don't know who that girl is.
And so this very much hits close to home. It's comparable to somebody going up to one of my best friends and saying, I really hate gay people. They would defend me until the end of time, and I would do the same thing to them. And I think...
But you can choose to be a Muslim, you can't choose to be gay. So you're a moron.
I was born a Muslim, so I'm gonna die a Muslim?
Look at it. That's the face he should have been making the whole time. Just absolute shame. Fuck this guy.
These people feel no shame. That's how they exist, is by feeling no shame.
Well, of course. Well, if they felt shame, it would tear them apart, because they'd look at how horrible they are and just be like, "Oh my God, no."
It's true. I think I haven't gone crazy yet because I feel shame on a regular basis. I feel shame for everything.
You should be ashamed.
I do. I am.
Shame him.
Slavery.
Shame.
You feel shame?
Boo this man.
Shame. Can you imagine? That's gonna be the new tagline of BLM. Just like
shame.
I heard that.
No. White privilege should become white shame.
White shame.
Yeah.
Drag around your white shame.
It was in a movie where they were like, shame. Oh, fucking no, it was Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where the queen is walking through the streets and she's naked.
Shame, cowbell. Shame, cowbell.
Yeah.
Shame.
I think what's scary is that, you know, when you have an attack like Brussels, which ISIS claimed responsibility for right afterwards, and it was a horrible, horrible attack of terrorism. The problem is that a group like ISIS identifies as Islamic.
Okay, you want to get into identifying and whether you get to claim people's
so
identity?
You're going to tell them they're not Islamic?
Yeah, I was about to say, really? You're the one who's going to stand up and say you get to choose someone's identity? Is this a conversation you want to start? I mean, that seems uncomfortable.
It's like somebody telling him he's not gay.
Yeah, you're not gay, you're just confused. You're not gay.
Canadian.
You're not gay.
It kind of goes back to what Jank was saying. Like, you know, these fundamentalists don't actually believe it. It's just such, it's almost this entitlement. Like, I can dictate your beliefs. And it's so fucking cringe-worthy.
Yeah, it's utterly dishonest as well.
And they say that that's the morals and the values that they follow. And yet, what the reality is that they take a religious ideology and they twist it and they mold it and they bend it into something that's totally unidentifiable.
What an imbecile.
Or you could just read the Quran.
Yeah. I'm still pissed about the soft guitar. I don't know what that's trying to accomplish.
How does someone like this rationalize when, you know, some people will, like the Young Turks, will dodge it and be like, you know what, these guys are literalists. Kyle Kalinske says that a lot too. These guys are literalists. So basically, if you read it, like, if you take it at face value, which is the easiest way to read something, then you have a higher chance of being radicalized.
Yeah, I'm just imagining this guy getting beheaded and looking to the camera and just saying, remember guys, this is not true Islam.
Let me give you a Sam Harris example. Okay, if Islam suddenly disappeared and then some people were put on an island 1,000 years from now and they don't know anything, and the only thing you left them were the Quran and the Hadiths, we could expect in 100 years or so for them to be running around like ISIS.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Absolutely.
living their life like that. Because
that's what the
it's
book
even
says.
worse. It's been festering for over a millennia at this point. Like, it's been, this region has just been pelted for so long with Islam that it saturated the entire culture. Every part of the culture has been tainted by it.
you can't say it's just political or we created, because there's not Palestinian Christian suicide bombers.
Yeah, no.
They've been oppressed probably more than the Palestinian Muslims.
Well, no, it's like that old saying among suicide bombers: "Hail Mother Mary, full of grace," and then they blow themselves up. I mean, it's been
every time, every fucking time.
Right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The Palestinians are the oppressed, clearly.
Yeah.
Not at all representative of the majority of people who are Muslim and who do follow Islam. I think it's important.
All right.
Purity test.
Of course, the inflection in his voice already implying who do follow Islam. So that's ISIS doesn't really follow Islam.
It's this horrible idea that basically the majority of Muslims aren't terrorists. So, that doesn't mean they have other horrible things going on. That doesn't, whatever.
Yeah,
So,
It's this
atrocious.
kind of anecdotal evidence. It's
Well, not only
actually
that,
a
but
good
he's familiar.
example
He's familiar with Canadian and Westernized Muslims. He has no idea what these people would be like if they actually come over to his country.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's, by the way, very weird, because in Canada, aren't there all these viral videos of Jewish families getting beaten up outside of synagogues
Yes.
by Muslim migrants?
I wouldn't be surprised.